Morning, everybody. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a nice morning. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I just wanted to do a finishing touches video on my Nautical Journal. I went ahead and added some things. I added some charms. I added some little bells. This is a sand dollar. I have some starfish. I have two. It's an old pair of earrings. And I added little bells to the starfish. And this is it's like one of those wheels on a ship or a boat. I thought they looked pretty. And I like the sound of it. I also added this tassel that I made. It doesn't come off. It's on with two jump rings. I found an old broken earring. It had some shells on it. I thought that was pretty. This here is an old bracelet. This was that necklace that I bought the other day at a thrift store. Right here. And then this is just some fibers. Excuse me. And I just like the way it looks. I think it looks great. And you can see here, these are the stitches from when I stitched the book. And we'll go ahead and take a look inside. I did go ahead and I put a fabric loop inside, and it holds a pen. It's just a piece of material, and I added glue to the bottom and to the side, and I had to kind of hold something up against it to keep it in place, and I let it dry overnight. And now I have my pen for writing, which is nice. And I'll take that out while I'm showing the book. So I added some pictures of whale watching from the pamphlet that I got. And I used some of the wording. It says whale watching and a boat. I felt like this page had too much empty space on it. So I just like the way that looks. All right, and this is a picture from the cover of a drawing pad. And then here's some more lighthouses. I'm gonna move this. Here's a map. Folds out. And I just have a paper clip holding it in. Put some more whales, pictures of whales from that pamphlet. Got some beautiful lighthouses. I covered a lot of the pages with maps. I had 3 maps. I had one from Canada, I had one from New York, and I had one from Massachusetts. And I used all 3 of the maps and pretty much used it all up. And then I have a pocket here that you can tuck something in. I just have another one of those pamphlets. Here's a map. I just had a little extra piece of washi tape, so I put it on there just to add a little color. This is a picture of my husband and I on our whale watch last summer. And it was fantastic. We had such a great time. So I am going to add that to this page because I love this background. I'll bring it up closer so you can see. So pretty. It's marbled. Love that. I've got some dolphins on a map. That's that beautiful map from Canada. I used it as a page, made it into a pocket. And here's another map. This one has sea roses on it, and it has a description of the type of rose it is. I added that. I just like the look of it. My brother Steve came from Arizona this summer, and we took him to a lighthouse down in Woods Hole because he had said he had never been to the Cape, so we definitely wanted to give him that experience. And we went down to Woods Hole, and we saw a beautiful lighthouse. And he really liked the roses that were along the shore. So I thought I would add that. Then when he comes to visit again, I'll most likely show him this book, and I'll have all my pictures in and some journaling done. So it'll be nice for him to flip through. I used a map for a page. This is the other side of that page, I believe. And I found a word that said compass, and it made a nice pocket. And then here's a lighthouse. I know it's sideways, but it's fine. I don't mind. Move that out of the way. I love that. Oh, let's see. This is the middle spread of the first signature. And I put the word seabirds on there. And I love the illustrations. I think they're beautiful. And this is the view that we had when we went to that lighthouse down in Woods Hole. So I put the word Cape Cod. I've got some seaweed here. And this says, find what you love in New York State. And this was the bottom of one of the pages, and it was a lighthouse reflection, and I just thought it looked like it was painted. It looks beautiful. I love that. And we've got seagulls, and these pieces of paper I will most likely journal on. This is an old envelope, and this is an old greeting card. This is embossed paper. It's really pretty. See the seashells. So I'm going to put that in there for a nice journaling spot. And then here on the corner, I added that other seaweed. Thought that looked kind of cool. And we have like a little sandpiper there. We have our little coastal cottage. So I found the word coastal. I added a fish to cover something that was upside down. And I would like to find the word fishing somewhere. I think maybe in one of the pamphlets I'll find that. Here's one of the pamphlets that I got down in Plymouth Harbor. That's where we did our whale watch. And then I did find the words Greater Niagara. This is Niagara Falls on the American side. And this is the Sky Wheel in Canada. It's at an amusement park when you first get over to Canada. And we had so much fun. And I love Ferris wheels. And this is like a ginormous one. Beautiful. It's got little pods that you ride in. And Kevin and I went in. And it goes around very slowly. And it goes around a couple of times. So we were there long enough to have our lunch. We brought our lunch with us. We ate it while we were in there. And we got some beautiful pictures from the top of both sides of the falls, the American side and the Canadian side. And here's another illustration. I added some more seaweed. And here's a little pocket. There's another pocket. And this was just a thin piece of writing paper from like a tablet. But when you put the pockets on either side. It really strengthens it. And I did go ahead and I added some washi tape on both of the signatures because they were moving around too much. And they're not perfectly straight, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I love it. I think it looks great. Here's the beginning of the second signature. Let me show you. There's 2 signatures in this book. And there's plenty of room for it to grow. I was going to put 1 signature in, but there was way too much space, so I had to break it up into 2, which I'm actually glad that I did. And this is a side tuck. It's a lighthouse, and it was just, it was only part of a lighthouse. But I figured, why not use it as a side tuck? I think it's beautiful. Get another map. Lots of maps in this book. I love maps. I have a thing about maps. I did some more washi tape to secure that because it was moving too much. I put some in here. And it really does help secure the pages. And that way they won't rip. I might go ahead and add a little bit of washi right there. But for now, I think it looks great. I love this. This is the end papers of that ocean encyclopedia. And I just love it because it looks like water. Got another beautiful lighthouse. Here's a fishing boat. I went down to Plymouth Harbor the other day because I finished my book and I was very proud of myself. I took myself out for lunch and had scallops. And I sat right on the water and I was able to see the guys bringing fish in. They bring them into the harbor and then the restaurants buy all the seafood. And obviously they serve it up to people, and it's fresh, right? From the ocean. It's beautiful. And then here's another seagull on a map. We have lighthouses going across, and this is another pocket. The other side of the map, which I love. This one, it's the top of a lighthouse. I just like that view. It's beautiful. And then I took the word from the front of the lighthouse calendar and I used it. And then this is another map, and I have a paper clip holding it. Oh, and this is a piece of wax paper. I put that there because there was some sticky glue on there, and I know if I had closed the book, it probably would have ruined this page, and I didn't want that. So this map folds out, folds back in, but it's also a pocket, which is great. And I just put a paper clip there to hold it so it wasn't flopping open. And I love this carving shorebirds with full-size patterns. And that's the title page of a book. And then this is one of the patterns. Beautiful. And this was a compass. This was actually a wall plaque that I had bought at Dollar Tree. I made a copy of it and I cut it out, glued it on, and then here's some more lighthouses. Here's again the top of a lighthouse, which I love that look, with the map. And then we have 2 strips of all different lighthouses. And this is the center of the second signature. And it has a pocket on each side. This is the word ocean, and I love the colors picked up on the colors over here. This was just some paper that I had in my drawer. It's just scrapbooking paper, and I just love the color, so I used it to trim out some of the words. And this is a little side tuck. I was going to cover this, but this has stars, and stars can be nautical, so I'm going to leave it. And then I put some more washi tape to strengthen that. This is moving around. And this is a place where you can journal. And I just love this beach scene with this beautiful seafoam green, trimming it out. Here's another map and a few more lighthouses. This is a pocket. Another seabird on a map. And then this is a pocket. It's a side tuck, but it's also a pocket on the top. This was an old greeting card, and I just didn't want to throw it away. I loved it, and I saved it, and I'm glad I did. This is also another place where I might put some washi tape just to strengthen it a little bit. Here's another map with a beautiful lighthouse. This is a side tuck. After we went to the lighthouse down in Woods Hole with my brother, we went out for a seafood feast. So I thought this was great. It says, a little taste of Cape Cod. And then there's a cute little crab there. And that was a great day. Another map. I had saved for a few years. Been saving maps. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. I didn't even have a nautical journal in mind at the time, but I figured there must be something I could use them for because I love maps and didn't want to throw them away. And here's a beautiful illustration of a lighthouse. Just added it to this little this little page. And then it's got sand with rocks, and this is the other half of a picture that I had cut in half with these little buoys. And at our old home, we used to have a pool, and I had collected over the years all these buoys that we had found when we went to the beach in Maine and New Hampshire and Connecticut. And I had saved them, and I put them all along the side of our pool. I wish that I had saved them. We, at the time, didn't know we were going to be moving out to Kingston near the ocean. I would have kept them, but I sold them as a set at one point because once we took the pool down, really didn't have anywhere to put them. So, and then here's a beautiful picture of the American side of Niagara Falls. And this picture is on top of a map. Again, I used a lot of maps. I used up most of the 3 maps that I had. I didn't have much of anything left. Good morning. I'm going to take another sip of my coffee. That's good. And it's still hot, which is nice because my coffee goes cold all the time. I went to buy one of those cup warmers at Walmart. They wanted $25 for it. I don't know. I might add that to my Christmas list. And here we go with another lighthouse. And this says New York State. And I trimmed this out with map. And then here we are at the end. This is a map of Canada. So I put some wording on there. That came from the map. And so this came from a pamphlet from New York. And then instead of using this as a little tuck spot, let me lift this up. I decided to just use it as an embellishment, and I love it. It was an old greeting card, and I saved it for years. I liked the image, and I didn't want to throw it out, so I kept it, and I'm glad I did. And I was able to re-glue the starfish back onto my book. This one had fallen off too. And let's look and see if the one on the back is still there. It is. And I put a little bit more glue on there. This is just twine. I just liked it because it looked like rope. And then the starfish. So that's my nautical journal. I just love the way it sounds with the little bells on there. The tinkling sound. And then I really like this dangle. I think it's perfect for this Nautical Journal. Well, thank you for watching my videos on this Nautical Journal. If you enjoy the projects that I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh, by the way, I was able to fix the problem with the comments. I kept saying, oh, nobody comments. Well, they couldn't comment because I had the comments disabled so that you couldn't comment on my videos. I was able to go back and change the setting, and I fixed it. And if you look under my videos now, there's a spot where you can comment. So if somebody could do me a favor and comment on this journal, I'd love to be able to know that the comments, yes, they do actually work. That would be nice, because next week, well, actually later this week, I'm going to be doing a video on a subscriber giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a journal that has pages in it, and then I'm going to give you all of the things that you can use to decorate it yourself. I thought that that would be fun. So that'll be my next video. So thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a great day. Happy crafting.